Hi everyone. Welcome to Know Thyself. Here, we learn about the life of Pope Francis in a simple and easy way, perfect for practicing your English listening skills. This is the place where you improve your spoken English every day with listening practice, knowledgeable content, and inspiring stories to help you grow. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss our powerful and informative videos. Early life and family. Pope Francis was born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, on December 17, 1936. He was the eldest of 5 children. His parents were Italian immigrants who left Italy to escape the rise of fascism. His father, Mario, worked for the railways, and his mother, Regina, stayed at home to care for the family. From a young age, Jorge learned the values of hard work, humility, and helping others. In his youth, he loved soccer, football, and supported the San Lorenzo club in Buenos Aires. He also enjoyed dancing the tango. At age 21, he suffered a serious illness, a lung infection that led to part of one of his lungs being removed. This health scare shaped his character, making him even more reflective and determined to serve others. Religious calling. As a young man, Jorge studied chemistry and worked in a laboratory. However, he felt a deep calling toward religious life. In 1958, he joined the Society of Jesus, Jesuits, known for their education, missionary work, and deep spiritual formation. He completed many years of religious and academic training, studied humanities in Chile, earned a degree in philosophy, taught literature and psychology, studied theology at the Colegio of San Jose. He was ordained a Catholic priest on December 13, 1969, leadership in the Jesuits. From 1973 to 1979, Bergoglio served as the provincial superior of the Jesuits in Argentina. He led the order during a very dangerous period called the Dirty War, a time of political violence and repression in Argentina. His leadership was cautious. He tried to protect his fellow priests and the poor but has faced some criticism for not doing more publicly against the military dictatorship. After his time as provincial, he lived quietly, working in different positions, teaching theology, and serving as a confessor and spiritual director. Rise to Archbishop and Cardinal. In 1992, Pope John Paul II appointed him Auxiliary Bishop of Buenos Aires. Later, in 1998, he became the Archbishop of Buenos Aires. As Archbishop, he became famous for his humility. He refused to live in the bishop's luxurious mansion. He cooked his own meals. He traveled by bus or subway instead of a chauffeur-driven car. He became known as the Bishop of the Slums because he spent a lot of time in poor neighborhoods, working closely with the disadvantaged. In 2001, John Paul II made him a cardinal. As cardinal, Bergoglio was humble and low-profile but influential. He often spoke about economic justice, defending the poor, and living a simple life. Election as Pope. When Pope Benedict XVI shocked the world by resigning in 2013, something no pope had done for centuries, the cardinals gathered in Rome to elect a new leader. After a few rounds of voting in the Sistine Chapel, Jorge Mario Bergoglio was elected pope on March 13, 2013. He chose the name Francis, after Saint Francis of Assisi, a saint known for poverty, humility, peace, and love for nature. This choice of name was historic. No other pope had ever chosen Francis before. Papal focus and achievements. Since becoming pope, Francis has focused on mercy and compassion, always emphasizing God's forgiveness, poverty and social justice, advocating for the poor and calling on world leaders to fight economic inequality. Environmental protection. His 2015 encyclical, Laudato Si, urged everyone to take better care of the planet. Church reform, pushing for financial transparency, greater accountability, and addressing sexual abuse scandals within the church. dialogue and peace, meeting with leaders of other faiths, promoting religious tolerance, and encouraging peaceful coexistence. He also called for a more open and less judgmental church, welcoming discussions on issues like divorce, homosexuality, and the role of women in the church, topics often considered sensitive. Personal traits and public image, lives in a simple guest house called the Casa Santa Marta instead of the grand papal apartments, prefers simple white papal robes, avoids luxury, and often personally calls people who write him letters, known for smiling, hugging people, and showing personal warmth, frequently uses simple language and practical examples when speaking or preaching. Legacy. So far, Pope Francis is admired globally, not only by Catholics but also by people of other religions, and even non-believers, for his focus on compassion, humanity, and environmental responsibility. He is seen as a modernizer who tries to bring the Catholic Church closer to everyday people and the realities of modern life.